Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about the fact why you understand a language but can't speak it. So let's get right into this topic. This is something that comes up quite often. A lot of people tell me that they understand languages but they can't speak it, or when you meet someone and they speak a little bit of your, or they understand, better said, a little bit of your language, they will always say, I understand but I can't speak. Most people will say something along the lines of that. I've met so many people who've told me, I understand German a little bit but I can't speak. So how is it that you understand a language but you can't really speak it? For the most part, that has a simple reason, a very simple reason. There's really no secret to that. And that is the lack of actively engaging in speaking the language. It's as simple as that. A lot of people expect there to be like some kind of mystery or, some kind of secret to learning how to speak and not only understand the language. But truth being said, there is really no secret to it. The secret really is just that you try to reproduce what you learned. And I know it's easier said than done, but I will show you how you can do so. So I will start by telling you that there are basically 4 main factors to learning languages. And there are 2 big groups of language learning methods. So the first method is really input. The second method is output. And within the input methods are reading and writing. Within the output methods are listening and speaking. And what we focus on more so in school is usually, guess what? The input, reading and writing. In school, we're always trained to read books, and then when time of exams come, we have to basically reproduce by just writing everything we learn. I remember a classmate, she had always like A's straight in French, but she could barely speak it. So I was always wondering how come. So when you try to focus on speaking, then that's really where you're going to advance. Focus on speaking. The writing and reading will always come after the speaking. A lot of people are worried that they can't write or read if they don't concentrate and focus on it in the beginning, but it will come after the speaking, I guarantee. Like, I didn't learn how to write and read right away in Portuguese, but I learned how to speak it, and after that it came naturally that I learned how to read it, how to write it. I write daily in Portuguese, so it's no big deal now because I learned how to speak it first. So with that said, I also want to tell you guys that it's super important that you get language learning partners, that you get into a community. I always say that. And how can you do so? It's also easier said than done. A lot of people don't quite know how they can find communities where they can find people to talk to, native speakers to talk to, and that is why I've created my language learning online community, which is on the app Vibely. So I've created a community. It's called Urban East Polyglots Community, and that is on the app. And basically with that community, I want to show you guys how you can learn your languages and how you can train yourself to actively speak and engage in speaking languages and actually progressing that way, because that is really the most important way. Because by just simply studying and learning, you're getting your input and you're writing and reading, but the output is very important, that you actually use what you learned to engage with people. And in a community, that's the best way and most rewarding and simple way to do so, because you're put in a situation where you have to speak. A lot of people shy away from this situations where they actually are forced to speak, but those are the best situations that get you actually learning and progressing, because otherwise you will always be in a comfort zone where you will not move away from. And I had the same experiences with for example, Spanish. Once I moved to Spain, I was with a host family who spoke only Spanish, no English whatsoever, absolutely nothing. And my other au pair friends had families who spoke English, or for example, my sister also had a host family who spoke English, and she didn't learn learn as much Spanish as I did, because her host family was basically just speaking English with her, but my host family was just plain out speaking Spanish with me. That's why I learned so much, because I was kind of thrown into the cold water. I couldn't explain anything in any other language. Sometimes I wouldn't understand quite what the host mom woman wanted me to do, but I was forced to really try to understand and speak Spanish as much as possible. So within my community, I have different sectors that I want to show you how they work. You can find language circles that I've organized with different languages like French, Spanish, German, Portuguese, and for example also of course for English speakers, because I know that within my YouTube viewers audience I have a lot of people from different countries. So what I want to do on this platform is show you that you can come on, you can find language partners, you can come into the circles. They're called circles, where you can chat with different people around different topics. There's also, for example, travel experiences circles. There are the language circles, and you can chat with people. So when you are, for example, in a chat in a circle, that is the general chat where you can chat basically with anyone. But if you want to chat one-on-one with a specific person, when you see, for example, oh, someone is from Colombia and they speak Spanish, and you want to learn more Spanish and engage more with Spanish speakers, then you can arrange with them to go into a live room and actually have your one-on-one language sessions with that person, and you can go on there every single day. That's the great thing about this platform, because it allows you as the community to really get into it, go in there every single day, engage with the people in there, and learn languages. That is really the way to go to learn languages, because by engaging with people, you're constantly learning. And I will show you, for example, I have also been chatting with people and they told me they were uncomfortable, but that's really the state you want to be in, because that is how you are going to progress with your learning. So getting in there, talking to people, and then we host weekly meetups where you can have, for example, a Spanish meetup, a French meetup, and where we just exchange around different topics in those languages. That's also an awesome thing. That's something I used to do all the time. I used to go to meetups where I would meet people, native speakers, and talk to them. We go around tables and talk to different people. People would ask me, what language do you want to learn? So I would say Portuguese or whatever I want to practice, whatever language. And then they would put me onto different tables with people, native speakers of that language. So that's kind of how it works in this app. You will have the chance to interact with native speakers of different languages. And another great feature of this app is also that there are challenges. That's one of the main features. Basically, there are 3 membership tiers. So the first one is a basic one, the second one is a premium one, and the third one is a VIP one. For anyone who wants to get one-on-one lessons with me, there are some people who ask me for one-on-one lessons. I do that because I used to tutor. I used to tutor in German, Spanish, and mostly in German and Spanish. So for example, if anyone wants tutoring lessons, then they can get VIP sessions, tutoring lessons once a week with me. And the second tier is the premium one. So premium is basically for anyone who wants to partake in those circles, who wants to come in on a daily basis and talk to people, have language partners, really engage actively in a community. The basic one, just as the name says, for anyone who just wants to, do the challenges with the group, but is not really interested in engaging in a community or doesn't want language partners or anything like that. So with that person can only access the challenges actually and then do them. I have weekly challenges that I always put up and monthly challenges as well that I put up. People can then answer them and can post under the challenges. They look like this. You will have your answer posted underneath the challenge so everyone can read it and people can like them. People are inspired like that. So in that way, you see what other people do as well, and you get inspired and you can learn more so also from that. So that is something I'm really looking forward to building up this community. And for that, I have first 100 people who join a coupon code, which is Urban Eve 20. So type in Urban Eve 20 when you go to the website. Everything you need to know is on the website down below, and I'm eager for those 100 people to come in, because after those 100 people I will close it. I want to have a close-knit group community, and I think with 100, to start out with 100 people is best. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, then just shoot me an email or leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.